Hello, internets. Welcome to episode 3 of Chris's Mailbox. If you're wondering where episode 2 is, that probably means I didn't post it yet. And if I didn't post it yet, either I'm not going to post it at all because I threw it away because it was really bad, or I just haven't gotten around to editing it yet because it was really long and rambling and actually needs some editing, which is not what these mailbox things are supposed to be. They're supposed to be just sort of one take so I can get them done quickly, but I just was talking and telling dumb stories, and I haven't looked at it. I haven't touched the footage yet, so maybe I'll just dump it, or maybe I'll post it. I'm not entirely sure. But this is already now turned into a long, tedious story instead of me opening this box, which is the whole reason that the entire world is tuned in here for this excitement, right? So I only have one package here today, but it is unique in some ways. Most of my other stuff has been electronics, more or less. This, as you may be able to see here, is from Walmart.com, and it says on the top, which I guess is the top because it says this side up, and it says fragile, do not drop. And it has some instructions for how to open it. Now, of course, this being this side up, this is how I received it today. And it's got a big dent in it. So, fragile, this side up. Now, the other thing that's interesting about this, actually says what it is right on there, but is that this comes from Walmart.com in Johnstown, New York. Now, I grew up in Broad Albin, New York, which is just around the corner from Johnstown. So I guess that's where the big Walmart distribution center is. So let's go ahead and open this, see if I can follow the instructions. I think first I need to remove the Walmart.com, what do you call this, a cravat? I think that's what technically, that's probably what they refer to it in the trade there in the distribution center. So this box does not ordinarily come with a cravat. This is that paper tape that has strings impregnated in it so that when you pull it, it all comes off in one piece. But of course it's Walmart quality. So the reason I'm doing this is because there is the cardboard has been pre-cut there, so it won't open though because they've taped over the part that's meant to open for the display box. So I'm just going to go ahead, instructions say pull and tear tabs left and right to perforations at side of box. Oh, I see. So there are pull tabs here, and the plastic ribbon there to allow them to pull all the way to the side of the box, like so. Holding tear strip edge, tear down to curved perforation and remove from carton. So I'm holding the sort of tear down, and this again was where the Walmart cravat went away, but there we go. Okay, we'll just do it. We'll call that open. So here we have a box containing 72 Keebler Ready Crust mini graham cracker pie crusts. 6 to a package here, 12 packages in a case. So I have 72, and okay, so I was gonna say they're not damaged, but I'll take this one out here. This is from sort of the area that was smashed in the box, and you might be able to see there that that crust did not survive the journey from Johnstown via UPS, I believe it was. Or was it USPS? I don't know. Oh, it's on the bottom. This would be courtesy FedEx. FedEx home delivery. Oh, FedEx. You sucketh. I've had so much trouble with FedEx. Seems to me like UPS is in the business of getting boxes, getting packages from place to place. Maybe FedEx is good at overnight letters, but they are not good at delivering boxes. So anyway, they ruined one of my 72 pie crusts at least. Now you may be asking at this point, or points earlier, if you know, maybe you're not asking because you know it's good for you, but Chris, you're saying, why do you have 72 Keebler mini graham cracker pie crust? Well, the answer is today, as I record this, it is March the 10th, or 3/10, as we write in the American system, and next Monday will be March the 14th, or 3/14, or Pi Day. Pi Day, 3.1415926, all that stuff. Get it? 3/14 Pi Day. Undoubtedly you know that. You've heard of that. And you probably deduced before I even opened this box that I am organizing a Pi Day celebration at my place of work. And part of that is I want to have pie-themed treats for people to enjoy. And I thought, in my mind, that I'd seen occasionally in supermarkets, and Costco, places like that, that you can purchase a box from the freezer section of the store that contains in the box a bunch of little mini pies, little mini tarts. You know, possibly dozens of them. You know, 48 count to a box type of thing, or small ones. You know. So I thought the easiest way to do this, and they, you know, maybe they're like mini cheesecakes or mini something or other, pies that I specifically wanted, and I thought they'd probably be pre-cooked. So I'd just get a bunch of those, bring them into work, and put them out, and people could enjoy them, defrost them, and put them out. And then I actually went looking for this thing, which in my imagination is a thing that exists. It apparently only exists in my imagination. It's not a thing that you can buy, at least not trivially. Pecan pies, or pecan pies, however you say that, they do exist in miniature form, and you can purchase them, and they're expensive. They're at least $2 a piece, or more. You have to buy them from, you know, pecan gourmet type places. So I was, you know, using my thinking skills to come up with, well, how's another way I can make this happen? You know, it has to happen. Here's the constraints. It has to happen at work, right? Where I don't have ovens. I can't bake. It has to feed, like, let's call it, you know, 60 to 70 people. I'm not going to be baking that many pies at home and then wrapping them up and bringing them into work. That's complicated. And so how can I do this, right? And then it occurred to me that they do make these things, little miniature pie crusts, right? They don't need to be refrigerated. They don't need to be cooked. They're ready to go. You just fill them. You fill them and you're good, right? So now, okay, next problem, what do you fill them with? Well, you know, I like to cook. I like to make food from scratch. You know, if I made a berry pie, I'd start with you know, fresh in-season raspberries. Well, it's March, and I'm not cooking down raspberries in these pies. I'm not baking these pies, right? So, you know, it's just a thing, right? It's a theme thing. So they don't have to be homemade pies. They just need to satisfy the existence of a pie-themed treat for people. They don't even have to be very good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get cans of pie filling, raspberry pie filling in a can. Take these, take the pie crust, put the raspberry filling in, and this is all going to happen at work, a la minute. Right, so I'll bring this in. I probably shouldn't open the box to make it easier to bring in. But, you know, mailbox comes first. So somehow I'll bring this case of things into work. I'll bring a couple cans of this filling, and I'll either bring some squirt whipped cream, you know, easy whip, whatever the heck it's called, or I'll bring some heavy cream, and I have one of those things. So, yeah, pie shot. You see what I'm getting at here? You see, it's a phone. It's an internet communicator. It's a pie crust pie crust, can of filling, plop, put a little spoonful in the bottom, whipped cream on top, bingo bango, and I can serve 71 people, and that'll be for the Pi Day celebration. You see, it's simple. It's simple. It's simple as that. Obvious. I didn't even need to tell you. Now I've been rambling on for 11 minutes or so. With this is one box, so nobody is still watching this, right? So I could tell you my password right now, my ATM pin, anything I could put in here, because nobody is still watching this. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun day. We're gonna have a presentation. We're gonna have some demos, things that people have made with their Raspberry Pi computers. It's gonna reach over there and pick it. Anyway, right? Yeah. So all that stuff and the pies. I'm gonna make these. I'm really done here. I'm done here, and I'm just. So it's funny when you make these videos, you feel like you're not done with the video, and you just want to keep talking. But I'm done here. So, yeah. So whatever. That's my sign off. I say whatever, and I walk off the screen.